Fantastic! Fudge slide! Whip your butter ripple blast! Kimchi lemon cowabunga!
Unfortunately, this is real. This is a real line from a playable character in a Borderlands game. And if you think this scene is bad, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This character, in my opinion, is more unbearable than Ava and the Calypsos combined. So buckle up, because I'm about to show you why Fran is the worst character in Borderlands. So to start, let me give you a brief description of Fran for those of you who didn't play New Tales. But before I do, I just want to say that absolutely zero of my issues with her have to do with her gender, sexuality, or disability. I actually think Gearbox has a fantastic track record with how they handle diversity and inclusion. She, simply put, is just an insufferable character. So with that out of the way, who is Fran? Fran is the owner of Fran's Frogurts in Meridian City on Promethea. You know, Reese's favorite frozen yogurt shop in Borderlands 3. She's middle-aged, a paraplegic, and proudly pansexual. Even though she has a disability, Fran doesn't let people intimidate her. She's sexually confident and ready to throw hands when someone gives her a hard time. Her main source of inner conflict is her need to regulate her anger due to a traumatic incident in her past. That's a SparkNotes version of Fran. On paper, she sounds like she might be a compelling character. The problem is, Gearbox never gave her much thought beyond what she could represent. So in practice, Fran feels like she was conceived in a writer's room to check as many diversity boxes as possible. The result is an obnoxious, soulless, charisma void of a character who feels like one big virtue signal. And to make matters worse, the game treats her like a giant joke most of the time. She's actually so poorly executed that she does a disservice to the very demographic she's supposed to positively represent. So how bad is it? Well, let's start with her sexuality. You can tell Gearbox were attempting to make Fran seem empowered by having her be comfortable with her pansexuality and appearance. But the way this manifests is with Fran hitting on various characters at the most inappropriate times. One of the first scenes we have with her is her hitting on Octavio. Octavio is probably 15 to 20 years younger than Fran and her employee, which is already bad enough, but to make matters worse, Octavio says Fran is like a mother to him. Still, that doesn't stop her from hitting on him later. For example, here's a scene where TDR agents mention Octavio is going to be eliminated, and this is one of the dialogue options you can choose. I didn't pick it because I wanted Fran to be at least a somewhat tolerable person when I could control it, but the fact that it's even there in the first place is an issue. Here's her hitting on another character as a distraction. This one isn't as bad, but it's still cringeworthy.
Your whole body is a temple to beefcake. How do you live in such a meaty temple? I am about to lose control of myself, and I think I like it. You're just too much for me to be around, please. Pierre. Pardonnez-moi.
Oh, and here's her sexually harassing Octavio's sister right in front of him.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I think so.
If you need mouth to mouth, just say the word. Should I do mouth to mouth?
I think that's only when people stop breathing.
I'm gonna do mouth to mouth.
I'm still breathing.
Oh, diggity, you scared me half to death. Are you feeling faint? Sure you don't need a little mouth to mouth? How do you two know each other?
Long story. Short version, we are friends. Maybe more. Very. Will they, won't they?
I see. Have you two had, mouth to mouth?
No. Why?
No reason.
Did you laugh yet? Is it even funnier the fifth time you've heard it? At one point, the three main characters are trying to build a business, so Fran takes this as an opportunity to hire a male stripper who she proceeds to ogle every 2 seconds. She then makes this horrible joke about their office culture.
We didn't even set up a fun office culture.
Like Casual Friday or Taco Tuesday!
Or make out with your coworkers Wednesdays. Oh, come on. Like I'm the only one who enjoys make out with your coworkers Wednesdays.
It's just creepy. I don't get it. We've advanced enough as a society to realize these types of jokes are awful coming from a man. Then writers decided these types of jokes are considered quirky and funny if a woman does it? It's just bad writing. Harassment is harassment. Is this really the best that Gearbox could come up with for positive pansexual representation? Now let's talk about the other aspect of her character. Despite being a paraplegic, Fran is considered the muscle of the group. She does this with her hover chair, which has the ability to punch through heavy objects and freeze people. Having a character that isn't held back by their disability should be a good thing, right? Well, it would be if Gearbox didn't relegate Fran to poorly executed comedic relief. Throughout New Tales, the characters constantly refer to a traumatic incident in Fran's past with her hover chair. It's the reason Fran is working on managing her anger. It's later revealed that when she was younger, she let her anger get the best of her, and she committed a mass unaliving spree against her classmates. Probably not the kind of person you want representing people with disabilities. But then they make it even worse. Fran goes through a half-baked arc where she has to learn to accept and use her anger, and then, I kid you not, becomes a Hulk parody.
Fran! Okay, Frogurt flavored calming technique. Peanutty buddy. Cuckoo coconut. Razzmatazz radish. Right, that flavor was discontinued. I'm so sorry. I'm Octavio. You're angry. But I accept you. Huh? Huh?
We boning?
What?
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 But even if we ignore the bastardization of the demographic she's representing, the character is just cringe. She constantly makes annoying voices or swears by using yogurt flavors. So basically, no matter what angle they try to make her amusing, she just ends up being painfully unfunny. As far as complexity goes, there is some groundwork laid for her to develop as a character. Fran does seem to be haunted by her past. She also shows insecurity about being looked down upon as a loser. The problem is, whenever there's any modicum of emotion or tension in the plot, it's immediately undermined by either terrible writing or treating Fran like a complete joke. And an extremely unfunny joke at that. Though that's not a criticism particular to Fran. New Tales just does that in general. Fran just has the unique twist of being extremely creepy. Anyways, the good ending does make Fran's insecurities have some payoff by having her form a company with Anu and Octavio. But honestly, who cares? The quote-unquote best ending has its own issues, and it feels like Fran is a small part of it. And even if the ending was perfect, it wouldn't undo all the cringeworthy and unsettling moments you had to sit through to get to it. The sad thing in all of this is that Fran could have been a triumphant moment for Gearbox. Fran could have been a testament to how one's disability shouldn't hold them back, or how someone can be open and proud of their pansexuality. Instead, we got a crass Hulk mockery that constantly pushes unwanted sexual advances on people for the sake of creating lowbrow humor. Nothing about her creates positive representation, nothing about her is empowering. All she does is bring down the very people she's supposed to lift up. So, that's why Fran is easily the worst character in Borderlands. And honestly, she's one of the worst characters I've seen in any form of media ever. I hope that next time Gearbox tries to create an inclusive character, that they actually do them justice with their writing, and let them show sides to themselves beyond complete buffoonery. Anyways, those are my opinions. Do you agree? Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, make sure to like and subscribe, otherwise Fran will attempt to give you mouth-to-mouth next time you fall asleep. That's all, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.